everyone. This is Cheryl, and I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking to you about using Apple Notes. Now, I am no expert, but I use Apple Notes almost every day. And I just wanted to share with you some of the ways that you might find using Apple Notes helpful. So I'm going to walk you through some of the steps that I use and some of the tools that are already in Apple Notes. As I said, I use Apple Notes almost every day. I also use Good Notes, but a lot of the tools that you find in Good Notes can be found in Apple Notes. And guess what? Apple Notes is free. So grab your cup of juice, cup of water, cup of coffee, tea, and let's settle in. Now, if you have an iPad, this is what I'm going to be using. Now, I have an iPad Pro, and I also have an Apple Pencil Pro. But these tools and steps will work with whatever iPad you have, from the iPad Mini, iPad Air, and if you have an older iPad, it will work with that as well, and of course the iPad Pro. Now, the best way to use this, the most effective way to use this, is with a pencil, whether it's an Apple Pencil or it's a pencil that's designed to be used with the Apple Pencil, with the iPad or that you have. So, as I said, I'm not an expert, but I am going to walk through some of the tools that you might find helpful. Now, this right here, these are your pen, your highlighter, eraser tools. These are the tools that you're going to find here. You can also use your keypad, whether you have an external keypad or the one that's built in to your iPad. Okay, so this is your toolbar up here. Okay, so we're going to start right here with a pencil tool. Okay, so you can draw a circle, and if you hold it, it will make a complete circle, a perfect circle. And if your handwriting is like mine, okay, it's not that great, but the Apple Pencil, if you hold it, it will make a complete triangle. And if you hold just make a square or a rectangle. I'm not perfect, so if you hold it, it doesn't have to be perfect when you hand draw it, but there's that. Okay, so if you say you write something, hello, okay, and you don't like it, you can use your eraser tool and you can erase it. Now, if you want to change colors, you can, let's go back over here, and we can say I am. Let's just do that. Am. Okay, so we're going to change colors to blue. Okay, and so now we got good. Okay. All right, now, and see, it's trying to make it look pretty for you. Okay, so now if we want to go over here and I say am, it's going to turn it to text. Okay, so that's what you use that tool. Now this is the pen tool, and you can change it to different stroke sizes. So that's a thin stroke, and I'm going to increase it to this one. So I'm going to write that same good. Let's do good down here and see how that is really thick. Okay, so that's that there. Okay, so again, if I'm not happy with it, okay, I don't know what happened there, but we'll get our tools back here. Okay, so let's get them back. Let's do that. Okay, so we've got our different tools down here. We can change colors. If we want to add, you can add a sticker, you can add text, add a signature, you can add a shape, and you can add a loop. Okay, so up here is your formatting tools. Okay, so if you wanted to add a a diagram or columns, you could do that there. If you wanted to attach, say you wanted to attach something, you wanted to scan a document. This is one of the things I like about Apple Notes is you can scan text, you can scan a document. Say you need to scan your report, and you can scan it from Apple Notes. You can take a picture or a video in Apple Notes. And so I want to get rid of that, and it will save it into Apple Notes. Okay, so you can image playground, you can record audio, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Okay, and you can attach a file in here. So you can go to wherever you store your files, whether it's in the Apple's directory, or if you have OneDrive or Google Drive, you can attach them from there. So those are some of the ways that you can use Apple Notes. Okay, you can import pictures, as I say, from here. You can import videos. So say you're taking a class, you're in school, you're taking a class and you're taking notes, and you want to scan or take a picture of a photo in the, say you're studying the heart or the circulatory system. You can take a picture of that heart from your textbook, and it will import it into your current note. Now, as I said a few minutes ago, we were going to talk about recording and how that can be useful. Okay, so we're going to go over here to this. Okay, so I can find something in note. I can move a note. I can open recent notes. Look at this. You can do math in here. Okay, so you can suggest results. You can insert results. Oh, look at that. You can do that. Okay, so this is the grids. Okay, so if I wanted to change this from a blank page to lines, I could do that. I could also go back over here and I can do grid lines. So I can, and you have different sizes of lines. So I can insert a grid, okay, in there. Okay, so these are some of the ways that you can use Apple Notes. So now let's go find that recording I did, and I'm going to open it. It was in one of my recent notes, and okay, it's in Apple Notes. So, all right, so we're going to talk about this soup here in a minute. Okay, so this is a recording that I did. Okay, I imported a picture in here too. Okay, so good morning. Every sunrise brings new hope, so smile and shine today. Okay, so I have a recording, okay, and I'm not going to play it. But so you record it, or you in a meeting or at a conference or in a class, and you want to record the instructor. Now, I suggest that you get permission from that person that you want to record and make sure that they're okay with you recording them. Okay, so you have permission and you're in class and you want to refer back to your recorded notes. So only thing you have to do is right here, it says transcript. When you click on transcript, it automatically transcribes the note, and then you can refer back to that, or you compare what was the lecture about, or church service, or your conference or meeting. You can compare that, and it's already typed out for you. So that's another way that you can use Apple Notes. Okay, and so once you have it recorded and transcribed, it will save it in there. So, and then you can do a summary. So there you go. It will also, there's a summary of everything that was said in that meeting, class, lecture, sermon that you attended. Okay, so I'm done with that. Okay, now I'm hoping that this next one will work, but if it doesn't, we will end the session after this. Okay, so I want to go back to a recent note. Okay, so that did not work. So the last thing I wanted to show you is how to print your Apple Note. So, got my pencil here. See this square with the arrow? You're gonna tap on that, and then you're gonna get several options here. Right here is view more, and then you can save, you can mark up this image. We're gonna choose print, but you can also save it to your OneDrive, your Apple folders, or your Google Drive, or if you have an external drive attached. So I'm going to click print, and then I'm going to choose my printer. I have more than one printer here, so they should come up. So I'm going to choose this one here, and then I don't have any presets selected. You can print all of the pages. This one tells me there's 4 pages, so I'm going to go here and I can select 1 page or 1 to 2, or if I want just 3 to 3. So it's going to show me that this is the 3rd page. I don't know why that's the 3rd page, but anyway, that's what it is. So then I click print, and for some reason it's going to give me, maybe I didn't get the option to cancel that print, but you can sometimes. On a good day it will say cancel print. But anyway, that's what that is, and that is how you print your Apple Note from your iPad. So that is it. I hope this has been helpful, and until next time, ciao for now. Bye bye. Take care.